we're back from the Consulting Gamer in Ashford. It's been a really nice trip there. It's spaced out nicely, it's one big contained room, but there's enough space to have a look around, and the placement of the boxes and everything, it's not all crammed together like you see in some smaller stores. Well, one of the interesting things we saw in this store that we haven't seen in any retro game store so far is that they sell food, snacks that you would get if you were playing games or if you're playing card games. And I think this is going to be one of their features when they open their games room. Now, in the back of the store, they have some really impressive rooms, but because they've just taken over the store, they need to do them up. But when they do, they'll have a whole selection of things going on, whether it be card game nights, board game nights, or even retro game nights, which means you can buy snacks, eat them there, and it just keeps the whole feeling of that gaming community going, which is great. This time we only picked up one thing from the store for ourselves. The other things we picked up were for people for Christmas, a couple of people. So let's check out what we bought from the store. We got a few different things. Now, this game is a game that isn't particularly remarkable, but it's one that my older brother Steve has been looking for a long time, and that is F-Zero on the Game Boy Advance. So I'm really glad I picked this up, because actually it's something I've looked for every time we've gone to a boot sale or every time we've gone to any of these shops. And it's £3. The next three games I have are for the PSP. Now, I was never a massive fan of the PSP, but I had a friend who picked one up recently, and so I picked these up for him for Christmas. The first one I got was a fighting game. It's actually Final Fantasy Dissidia.
I know what it feels like to be a tool.
Now, I don't know a lot about the games on the PSP, so I asked Mike in the store to help me out. And he helped me pick out a couple along the lines that I think my friend would have liked. This is a sort of fighting game with the good and bad characters from Final Fantasy, as far as I know. But it looks really interesting, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what it's like to play and getting some feedback. Obviously, a classic one for the PSP is Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories, and the other one I got is Scarface. Now, these are both really good games. I remember playing them both. Really good classic gangster games, really well made, and for the PSP they translated really well, because I know Scarface was originally on PlayStation 2 as well. They were buy two, get one free, so I've actually been able to pick up 3 of these for about a tenner. Now, the other thing we picked up is something that you wouldn't often see in sort of retro stores. It's not a game, it's just something that's a little bit fun, and it's a Pac-Man ice cube tray. So that's a really cool thing, and that one's going to Steve, one of the other retro bros, because he's a big Pac-Man fan. Now, the last item we bought is a game we've never owned, and we have played before, but it's one that's fairly rare. I've never seen a PAL version of this in the shops, and it's Streets of Rage 3. Now, we have never seen a Streets of Rage 3 PAL edition selling anywhere, and it's one of the ones that we've always wanted in our collection. We were big Streets of Rage fans growing up, number 1, number 2, and we played a lot of number 3. So being able to find this in a shop is great. Now, you can see there it says $49.95. Now, they actually knocked it down to $29.99 for us. So £30 for a boxed, fairly good condition Streets of Rage 3, I would say, is a pretty good bargain. So altogether, all of the stuff we got, that's 3 PSP games, we got a Pac-Man novelty ice cube tray, we got F-Zero X, and we got Streets of Rage 3 PAL boxed. Also, they threw in a pack of Maryland cookies, and all of this was $49.99, which I think is a pretty good deal. Now, if you live locally to Ashford, or if you can make the trip down, go and see these guys and support the store. They're just starting out, and it's really important to keep stores like this going. They're independent and they're really nice guys. For more information about the store, check out our next video where we're interviewing both of the owners and also asking them some questions and seeing their preferences in the retro world. So stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next video.